Hi everyone, this is Carolyn, your Fickle Fool, and I'm here to show you a haul from the Goodwill from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Not around the corner from me, a little about an hour or so away. But we went up there to get a coffee maker for my husband, and it is fabulous, so we decided to pop on in to a Goodwill. So we hit that. So I'll show you, the first thing I'll show you is a little hobbyist piece. Which hobbyist, I mean somebody painted it probably at like a class or something like that. I don't know how entirely vintage it is, but it looks kind of old. The color looks new to me. It looks like a periwinkle, purpley blue. It's got the cute flower. It was done really well. It was painted really well. Painted in the lines, and it does still have its stopper. The next thing I found was this. It's just like a metal thing. I think it's a toothbrush holder. But as soon as I saw it, I'm like, I know what I could do with that. I'm gonna put my bracelet on it. I'm gonna put my bracelets. So I just happen to have this one on, and it's magnetic, so of course it's like totally easy to just put on in one hand. But I thought I could hang like my bracelets on it. The ones that clasp anyway. So I thought that was fun. I could stick that in my room and have more crystal stuff hanging. Also, I got this blue atomizer. I think that's what it's called. You spray your plants with it. But I mean, that's really pretty anyway to just like put on a windowsill, get some color, and then you can spray your plants, because obviously I have some behind here. So, and ours broke. So when I saw that for $3, I was like, I'm gonna get it. If it works, great, and if not, it looks cute and I could sell it. If it works, I'm keeping it. All right, so that's what we got there. My big find of the day was, well, I'll show you, is this lamp. So me and my friend went to Lancaster like 2 years ago, and she saw this lamp, and it was in white. It's probably the same exact one, or very, very similar. And it was white, and they wanted $50 for it. Well, I used to have one of these, and I thought I had it home still, and I'm like, don't buy that for $50. I can get you one. I think I have one at home, and if not, we go to how many thrift shops, I'll find one. Well, it took me 2 years. 2 years to find one, and I got it for $5. So that is going to her. So she is super stoked about it. I love it. And it's not too pinky pink. It's kind of like a neutral pink. It's like a blush. So really excited to find that. All right, the next thing. So this is a Home Goods or Marshalls. I forget what the sticker was on it originally. It's made in India. It is mosaic, and there's like other glass in there, which I've always wanted to learn how to do. Except I hate the grout, so I don't know if I would really like that part. But maybe if I was making something fun and not just like tile on a floor, I might actually enjoy that. So I don't know. It's something that I always thought of doing. But I'm going to use this in my room. I'm going to put crystals on it. So I thought that would be really fun for that. Okay, what else we got? Okay, recipe box. I thought this was so good. Very mid-century modern. The recipe box. I mean, you can hang this puppy on a wall and it's not going anywhere, because it's got this on it. It's got the little hooks on it. And then when you open it, it has the original filing cards. Look how nice and yellow they are. Candies, fish, desserts, breads, cookies, soups, meats, and preserves and canning. So you could put all your recipes in the box. I know a lot of people do the recipes online, but you know what? As much as I love to get the recipes online, I always wind up rewriting them. because every time you go to look at your phone to follow the recipe, the screen shut off. And then you got all your cake batter and everything on your hand. You gotta just write it down. So that's what I do. So that I thought was a good find. I have recipe boxes, so I'm not going to keep this one. My daughter says it's better than the one I have, but I like the one I have. I think you call it a pagoda. It's a hanging pagoda. I think it's a pagoda. That's what I'm going to call it. And she's like, what are you going to do with that? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll put it outside. Maybe I'll put a plant in it. Maybe we'll put a candle in it. And sometimes I do like simple, plain things. And sometimes I like really gaudy. So I could make this plain thing very gaudy by putting God knows what sticking out of it. But I don't know. I really liked it. This looks kind of modern to me. Maybe homemade. Maybe somebody actually made this for someone. The glass is textured though. And I just thought that was really different and interesting. So the glass is smooth on the outside, but you could feel the texture on the inside. So I thought that glass itself was pretty interesting. It's got a mirror bottom, and then it's just got the 4 sides. But I think it's made very well. And I got that for $3. And I thought that was fantastic. I think everything was like $2.99 except for the pagoda. And then I found an ashtray, which, can I tell you, 2 years ago when I went with my friend Kathy, I'll call you out, we went shopping and we went thrifting, and we called it our Pirate Day, and we were going on a treasure hunt. So I made us a list of all kinds of stuff that we had to find. Some of the things she's never even seen, like UV glass, pink depression glass. Like, you may have seen it, but she didn't actually know what it was. So explained things to her. We looked for them. She found them. I gave her a black light. We were like black light and everything to see if it glowed. And we did find some pieces, and that was really fun. And the one thing out of like 30 things that we could find, I put an ashtray. And we did not find one. And we were out for like 8 hours shopping and never found an ashtray in Lancaster. So when I saw this, I was like shocked that I actually found an ashtray, because I've never seen one in a thrift shop or an antique store. So this is the first ashtray I found, so I snagged it, and I love it. I love the glaze on it. And I'm looking at this because I used to smoke, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, so you put your cigarettes there and then you smush it, you tip, you ash in here, and then you smush your tip in there. It's terrible, right? That your smoking tendencies just went like right back to, 10 years ago, and you're like, I know exactly what that's for. So, but you could use it as a trinket dish. It doesn't overly say like ashtray, but the glaze on it, regardless, is very pretty. I've been doing a lot of my bead work, and I sort it today. I use like a paper plate to like put all my stuff on. I'm like, I need something, substantial so I can use it. And then I found this. Look at them. They are having a ball. Those frogs are in a band. I mean, I saw that. And this was $1.99, not $2.99. I just thought it was hysterical. Why? But I don't know. Look at it. It's fantastic. I love it. It's just going to be great, because this way nothing will roll off the table, because everybody's been stepping on beads here. I'm going to become like the bead hoarder. So anyhow, that is my haul from the Goodwill in Allentown. I'm going to do a haul from thrifting. All kinds of places that I went to. So I got a whole bunch of stuff to show you. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Does anybody remember that cartoon? So there's all little pictures all around it. There's the date. When is it dated? 1998. It's a little rusty on the inside, but it's adorable. I'm going to show you this, which I love. It's so cute. This is Tanala. It's pottery made in Mexico. And he's just a little lovebird. So these are hand painted. It is signed by the artist, Kat, and you can see Tonala, Mexico. It's numbered. So she may have made quite a few of these. This one I think is 537. So I'm sure that they make them all the same, but they're all hand painted, so they'll all be a little bit different. But that's really cute, and it's so small. Like I usually see bigger ones. So when I found the small one, I got a little excited because I'm like, it's so cute. So that's a Tonala bird. I also have this little Japan box, and it is a little piggy eating watermelon, and all around it is watermelons and ivy. And then of course, you know, she took a big bite out of that one. So I thought that was really nice. It's just a little trinket box, but it's like a good size. Put your rings in on your bedside. Everybody knows somebody that likes pigs. And I thought he was cute because he's black and white and he has like a little bumblebee on his butt. I don't know if you can see it. I really like that. So I have that. So these are all items that I'm going to be putting up for sale. So this is Susan Paley. I hope I said that right. Anyway, she makes a lot of these. This is a bank, but she makes a lot of these like little sculptures, and I remember my aunt having one of these like years ago. So I think they're mostly from the 90s. Now some of them are from Gans, G-A-N-Z. They usually make the stuffed animals. So I think she did them herself, and then Gans must have picked them up, kind of like a Hallmark thing, and then they just like make a whole bunch and sell them in their stores. So they were probably sold at card stores. So, but this one, I thought the colors in it were really pretty. Maybe her face kind of creeps you out, but I see, that's what I look for. I look for the weird, the strange, the fun, different stuff, because I know that there's people out there. I know there's people just as weird as me. This one is a vase, like a bud vase. So it does have a small hole. So, which is nice, because when you, I don't know, sometimes bud vases are so wide up top, and then when you put your flower in it, just kind of like flops all over the place. So that should stay really nice if you want to just, you know, actually use this. If not, you could probably put a candle in her. You could just leave her out there. Look at her. Look how fun she is. She's got the one strap on the side. She's got her sash on. I think this is called satin sash. She got her green gloves. She is styling. She even has shoes. So this is her, her little necklace. So I found Snoopy and Woodstock. I like the characters, but I'm not so crazy about watching the cartoons. I don't know. The whole wah, 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 like, I don't know. That just gets on my nerves. So, but I love looking at them. I remember reading the comics, and I liked that, but I just didn't like the TV show. Anyway, I thought this was super sweet. It doesn't have a date on it. I don't think it's terribly old, but it is like a decent size mug, where every time you go and look for mugs, you always find small mugs. And I actually thought that this was like actually functional and really super cute. Here we go. See, to me, that's not enough coffee. I need a mug like that, or the next mug I show you. But I got this. I think this is called Peace, Love, and Dunkin'. I think this print is called. It's from Dunkin' Donuts. You can see the colors. It's got the peace sign. It's got the little coffee cups, the little donuts with the bites sticking out of it, or taken out of it, the little heart. So this is cute for Valentine's Day from Pier 1 Imports. So I believe it's new. It's never been used. It still had the sticker on it. I love how his scarf is the handle. I just think that is such a good design. So, and it's super sweet with the ears and everything. I think it's a great looking mug. Whether you actually drink out of it, this would be a good left-handed person mug because you wouldn't have the ears like poking your chin. So if you're a lefty, this is a good mug. All right, here's the other huge, getting bigger. We're gonna get bigger. This is huge. This is huge. So I got all excited because my husband used to be a mechanic, and this is Mobil Oil. And this mug, I just thought it was so cool because it looks like a can of oil. And so I picked that up for him. I got all excited. I'm like, look, you can use this for your coffee. It came with the original tags. I realized it's got a big crack in it, and I was so disappointed. So he can't actually use it, but he's gonna keep it. He wants to display it. This caught my eye, and I don't even have anything leather, but this is a vintage, genuine leather clutch bag. And it just struck me, and I'm like, Valentine's Day, look at that. It's got a gold clasp. It doesn't like click on and shut, so it does like flip a little bit. So I'm not exactly sure, but it's not like it opens too easy. So I mean, it opens easy, but it doesn't like fling open. So it's just black on the inside. It says genuine leather, made in Italy. So when I saw that it was made in Italy, I'm like, you know what? It's probably pretty decent. So I picked that up. I thought that was really neat. Bagolini, which this is the purse I have. Not this exact one, but I do use this brand. Now, Bagolini is totally known for all its compartments. Now, some people don't like a lot of compartments, but I do. I like to keep everything separated instead of like going through my whole bag. And I like this little one because it's a crossbody, and you know, it's good for travel. It's good for thrifting. It doesn't get in the way. It's not banging in anything. So, and purple's my favorite color. But I am going to sell it. Kipling Bag. So this is what actually, I think this is what the bag that drew me over there, because I saw it on there and I'm like, that looks like a Bagolini. And then when I went over to it, it was a Kipling, and I'm like, oh, I've seen that brand. Isn't that the brand with the little monkeys on it? Yeah, it is. And he wasn't with it, but he was somewhere else near there. So I'm like, I told the lady, I said, that little monkey goes to this. So I put it on there. And she's like, okay. So the cute part about him, you can put his thumb in his mouth. I'm probably not going to be able to do it on camera. Yes, I did. Look at that. I don't know. Isn't that funny? So it's got a compartment there. Kind of same thing. Bagolini material. It's like almost like backpack material. So probably like lasts long. It's got a big pocket here. The inside is perfectly clean. I actually did look this one up. This is a newer bag. So I don't think it's ever been used. It doesn't look used at all. So, and again, it could be a crossover because it's got the handle that you can adjust, and you can make it pretty long. So you can make it a crossover, crossbody, or tote. So, I don't know, really cute. And I saw this little change purse. We've all seen these. The little tiny things. Well, this is Coca-Cola, and I thought that was so cute. And the name of my dog is Cola. And I just think that that's a really great idea to make a little product like that, and it's adorable. And even if you didn't use it, you could, you know, display it. So I got these. I got them for $1 each, and they are hand-blown ornaments. But I don't really think they look that Christmassy. So I'm thinking like you can hang them in your windows. Like how pretty. And it's sort of like crackled glass, the way it's done. And I love like the pinky purple color. I don't know if you could see it. There you go. And each of the bottoms are a little different. So they're definitely handmade, because you could tell that they're different, the bottoms. So they were hand blown for $1. Do you know how much work went into this? I appreciated it, and I paid $2. So I really like them. I hope somebody else enjoys them. A tiny little teapot, but it's a pin cushion. It's super sweet, it's super tiny, and I just thought it was adorable. Now, I don't know if this actually was from a tea set and somebody else made it like this, or if it actually was made to be a pincushion. Not sure. But either way, it is definitely vintage and it is super sweet and tiny. I like little things. So that was fun. Now, these are from Uruguay. Uruguay? Help me out here. It is signed by the artist. They're both the same. They were $2.99. They are pottery. They are all hand carved, and then they are hand painted with enamel. These are from Italy. They are pretty heavy because they are pottery. They definitely have some wear around the edges. And you know, normally you don't want to buy something that's kind of broken or chipped up or something for resale. But when you're talking about antiques and something really different, it just kind of adds to the character. Like, it's been around. This guy could tell you stories. People talking in their kitchens like the Italians do. You know that they have heard it all. So there is an original sticker on that one, and I can't read it. And that one's got to be the salt, so that's the other one. But this one has a little more substantial of a crack. But I don't think it would affect you using them, but most people would not really actually use them anyway. They would display them. And they are like absolutely adorable. Then my last thing is I found a Fenton bird of happiness, Bluebird of happiness. This is hand painted, except for I think the stars are like little decals that were put on. And if you look right here, I don't know if you could see in the camera. Yep, there it is. That is the Fenton symbol right there. So when I saw that, I was like, whoa. And it is signed by the artist. So I thought that was a really special find. So I wanted to let you guys know that I finally got 50 subscribers on YouTube. So that means I'll be able to go live. So I have some projects coming up that I'm going to be working on. So I'm going to start getting together my items for that. So that should be fun. So stay tuned. I'll see you. Bye.